Let's go ahead and get started. Yesterday all we did was talk really, so today we're going to get right in and look at the different signals and how they're created. So the goal for today is to be able to understand how to locate any AC bi signal. Here is the helpful hints again one more time before we get started in case you forgot. If we're looking for a buy, we need 2 consecutive green bars above the zero line after a color change. And if we're selling, we're going to need 3 consecutive green bars below the zero line. If we're buying, below zero, we'll need 3 consecutive green bars after a color change. Okay, here we are with the AC bi above the zero line. Here's the zero line represented by the blue line. We have a green bar, a red bar. The red bar is the color change that we must have before a signal can be created. So here's the next bar that comes out, that's B, it's green, and the next one is C. So you have 2 consecutive higher highs after your color change. That's what it takes to trigger the signal. Let's look at it on the chart. On the chart, you notice this is the AC here, and it has come up, accelerated up, accelerations come down for a color change. Now we may begin our count. 1 and 2 higher highs. Follow that up, 1 tick above the high of this bar is the buy stop, which you notice will be filled the next day. And again, this is the signal from CQG. That's just indicating that we have a AC buy there. Now, the AC buy below the zero line. This is, and I have placed at the top going against momentum below zero line. It takes 3 consecutive green bars with higher highs to create a signal. And what I'm saying is, what that really means is below zero, it's going to be easier for you to sell, for the market to go down. So if we're trying to buy below zero, we're going to make it a little harder. It's going to take 3 consecutive green bars. So acceleration has to increase 3 days or 3 time periods, whatever time chart you're looking at, consecutively to create the buy signal. So we look at that on the chart. Here you are below zero. This represents the zero line. You see that acceleration is down. Then we have 1, 2, and 3 consecutive higher highs, meaning these are smaller negative numbers. It's getting closer to zero. So 1 tick above the high of this bar is going to be our buy stop, and it was filled the next day. Now this is a little bit different. It's a special case of the AC buy. You notice in the AO you have a cross the line and that triggers a signal. That's very different in the AC. Just because the AC here is crossing the line, it does not mean it's a signal. But if they are in the right order color-wise, then it can lessen the number of bars you need to create your signal. So what we have here is A, your color change, you must have that. Then B comes out. That is a smaller negative number. It's a green bar. At this point we would need 2 more green bars or 2 consecutive higher highs to create the signal, but the next bar crosses above the zero line. So now we are going with acceleration. It's easier to buy. This will now meet the requirement. So 1 tick above the high of that bar will be our signal. Here it is on the chart. You see accelerations come down. We've crossed below. Then we have 1 bar. It is below zero. It's kind of hard to see, but it is a negative number. The next bar crosses above zero. That meets the requirements for this special case. 1 tick above the high, and you see that it's filled the next day. Again, don't forget the gator's not here. In this scenario, of course, that would be a valid signal saying that the price is rising so dramatically, but we'll never take a signal against the gator. Okay, so this is going to be the end of day 2. We've now talked about the AC buys. Tomorrow we're going to cover the AC sell signals. Have a great evening. See you tomorrow.